Maik knows much, tells some. Maik knows many things others do not. Anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters Guild. I hear they're always looking for recruits. Bye.
Sorry, no time to talk. I have to deliver these copies of the Black Horse Courier. Have you heard of the Blackwood Company? Read all about them.
If you're looking to buy a horse, go inside and talk to Klisa.
The prophet speaks true. This is the start of something terrible. I can feel it in my bones.
I used to be a knacker. That's how I fancy my horses, ripe, stiff, and silent. Hate it when they stare at me, dumb beasts.
You should listen to him preach. He may sound crazy at first, but the longer you listen, the more sense he makes.
Good day.
Hi there. Welcome to the Horse Whisperer. Are you interested in a horse? While you're in Anvil, we'll treat your horse like an honored guest. I heard that Velwyn Benerus is trying to sell off Benerus Manor. Hopefully the new owners will clean that eyesore up. That layabout? You can find him wasting time at the Count's Arms. Goodbye.
If you see my good-for-nothing husband, Yalfi, tell him I want back what he stole from me. There are islands in Nibbin Bay no one has visited in 100 years. No telling what you'll find. Perhaps you can help me. My husband's name is Yalfi the Contemptible. My father said I was a fool to marry him, but I didn't listen. At our wedding, my father gave us a family heirloom as a gift. Rock Shatter, a mace that's been in my family for many generations. Yalfi snatched Rock Shatter from our mantle and took off to find his fortune with the local marauder gang at Fort Strand. I want that mace back. Please, I don't think he's ever coming back, and I'd hate to lose such a precious heirloom to a gang of thugs. Please bring back Rock Shatter. It means a great deal to me.
Duty calls.
I don't know what to think about the attack on the chapel. Things seem to go from bad to worse, don't they? Sure. Go down to the chapel and you can't miss him. He'll be the one outside, ranting at passers-by. By the time we got there, it was too late. We have no idea how they got in or out without any of our patrols seeing them. Take care.
I'm Newheim, Anvil Harbor Master. I'm responsible for all harbor traffic, docks, Duties and fees in Anvil Harbor. Everybody's talking about the Prophet. After the attack on the chapel, people are inclined to believe almost anything. Sure, the guy down by the chapel. He's the one calling for some holy knight to return. Maybe we could use a few more holy knights these days. Traffic through Anvil Harbor comes mostly in exotic, high-profit goods, easy to transport by road or Mages Guild couriers to eastern markets. I'd like to get my hands on the cowards that did that. I'm even thinking of joining the Prophet's Holy Crusade. Goodbye.
Interesting. I'm Hassathil, Heinrich Oakenhull's wife. The life of a sailor's wife isn't an easy one. Heinrich is at sea 9 months out of 10. But Anvil's a friendly town, and the 9 console me. I've heard Azan can sign you up for the Fighters Guild. That's someone I wouldn't mind working for. You too.
How goes it?
I can eat for a day with a single coin. He's a fairy tale. The Imperial Watch pretends there is a thief king named the Grey Fox who controls all the thieves in Cyrodiil. Of course, it's all just made up to give them an excuse to keep us down. It's unbelievable. Right in the center of the city, nobody saw anything. Makes you wonder about the competence of the guard, if you ask me. I heard that Velwyn Benerus is trying to sell off Benerus Manor. Hopefully the new owners will clean that eyesore up. Blessings of Akatosh upon ye. Well, can I help you? Everybody's talking about the Prophet. After the attack on the chapel, people are inclined to believe almost anything. Goodbye.
Is there no one who would stand for the Nine? There are lawmasters among you, heads so heavy with learning that you cannot raise your eyes to the heavens to see the truth there written. You pore over your dusty tomes of lore. You study ancient genealogies and bloodlines. Look you to blood for truth. There is truth in blood, but not the truth that you seek. The truth is written in the blood of the innocent, there in the chapel of love. Can you not read the ancient runes? Asaiwibala umarile. Oh my! To what do I owe this honor? I am but a humble prophet. What business do you have with me? Once there were 8 divines. Then Tiber Septim became Talos, and the 8 became 9. I followed the old way of honoring the 8 while also giving due to Talos, the one who ascended. This is only the beginning. Umaril has returned as foretold by Pelinal Whitestrake in his dying breath. Umaril the Unfeathered, the sorcerer king of the Aelids, who ruled over this land for long ages before the rise of men. He was cast down by Pelinal Whitestrake, but Umaril's spirit survived, and now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods. Does no one remember the old tales? Saint Pelinal, the divine crusader of legend, Alicia's companion when she overthrew the rule of the Aelids 3,000 years ago. Pelinal, with the aid of the gods, fought the Aeliad sorcerer King Umaril and slew him. But Umaril's spirit survived, and he has now returned. Do you understand nothing? The blood speaks. I can read the ancient runes if you cannot. As uibala umarale el nada rakuva. In the Aeliad tongue, by the eternal power of Umaril, the mortal gods shall be cast down. A curse upon Umaril's ancient foes, and a threat. Alas, Umaril cannot be stopped. Not without the aid of the gods, not without the Crusaders' relics. Without a champion, the gods are powerless to act. But who among us is worthy to wield the divine Crusaders' weaponry? You would quest for the holy panoply of Pelinal Whitestrake? The legendary relics that have been sought by mighty warriors throughout the ages? Are you a worthy knight? Then I'm sure you will have no trouble finding the relics on your own. You clearly need no aid from man or god. Why do you come to me for aid, worthy knight? The weapons and armor of Pelinal Whitestrake, Alicia's comrade, granted to him by the 8 divines. He went alone into the white gold tower, challenged the Aeliad sorcerer King Umaril to single combat, and slew him. Alas, Umaril was not truly slain, but only cast beyond the bounds of Nirn. And now he has returned to wreak his vengeance upon the gods, as was prophesied by Pelinal himself with his dying breath. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the divine crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril. But alas for Tamriel, the crusader's relics have been lost for many an age. Who now can succeed in the quest for the relics, where the greatest knights of legend all failed? Are you a worthy knight? Well then, hail, hero of Kvatch! Let me add one more voice to the never-ending chorus of praise. I'm sure one of your many devotees will be able to guide you on your way to find the Crusaders' relics. Are you? A humble heart is a good starting point. The gods will decide if you are worthy to seek the relics. The gods grant insight to those they deem worthy. Why and how they act is not predictable. What I can tell you is that, traditionally, knights who wished to quest for the relics would walk the Pilgrim's Way, travel to the way shrines of the 9 divines, pray to each of the gods in turn, and ask their favor upon your quest. If the gods deem you worthy, you will be granted a sign. Go forth with the 9's blessings. Walking the Pilgrim's Way is the traditional start of a holy quest. Follow the map I gave you, visit the way shrines of the 9, pray, and wait for a sign. He was defeated, but not destroyed by Pelinal the Crusader. Now he has returned to seek vengeance against the gods. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril. May the 8 and 1 guide your steps. Is there no one who would stand for the 9? Pelinal Whitestrake once struck down the enemies of man and God.
Coin for the
Who will
infirm.
now reclaim his relics and fight again for the true faith? I am Cyrodiil Come, he said, old Riemann, born from the earth that is Alesh, and yet he would scorn this country now. Repent, I say, repent! There are law masters among you, heads so heavy with learning that you cannot raise your eyes to the heavens to see the truth there written. The blood tide rises. That all the
We're starving.
is
Please
one
help.
flea of ascension on a wolf of naught. It is by these heresies Had you fall from...
I wouldn't go in there unless you have a strong stomach. We have orders to leave everything just the way it was until the investigation into the chapel attack is finished. He preaches most of the day across the street from the chapel. I used to think he was crazy, but now he seems to be making some kind of sense. I hope that doesn't mean I'm going crazy now. It's baffling. How anyone could have gotten in and out of there without being seen by our patrols is beyond me. Maybe that prophet is right. Some kind of unholy doom visited upon us. Arvina Thalis is an odd one. I've heard some strange noises coming from her basement. Good day.
Shame on you, people! no one who would stand for the nine. Cut 8 wise. He was Eleanor the Braver, champion of men, and though dispersed,
Pity, sir.
he left us a warning. Heed it! Eleanor Whitestrake once struck down the enemies of man and God. Who will now reclaim his relics and fight again for the true faith?
What do you want? Good day.
It's you.